All right, Tim, thank you so much for joining us today. Now, the thing we want to talk about is that race for governor. Now, we know that former President Trump hasn't endorsed anyone yet, but what do we know so far?
Yeah, it's a good question. Everybody in town have been wondering, Donald Trump has endorsed guys and ladies running for the Michigan House, 5 people running for Congress. He's endorsed the Attorney General candidate and Secretary of State. What about governor? He's been strangely silent, and here's the reason why. We have 2 Michigan sources who confirm this story. This is a classic, you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back, and here's what's going down. What you need to know is the name John Yob. John Yob is a Republican consultant. He is representing Matt DePerno, who's running for Attorney General that Mr. Trump wants to get elected. He's also representing Perry Johnson, who is running for governor. So here's the deal. Mr. Trump has said to Mr. Yob, reportedly, if you get DePerno the nomination for Attorney General, I will endorse your guy for governor, Perry Johnson. Whoa, voila. And so is that important? In this race for governor, in the Republican primary, a Trump endorsement is solid gold. It's not a guarantee that Perry Johnson will get the nomination, but it certainly gives him a leg, an arm, and another leg up on all the other contenders to have that rich Trump endorsement, because it carries a lot of weight with the Republican Party. And to underscore this, about 80% of the Republicans say they are more inclined to vote for a candidate who's been endorsed by Donald Trump than anybody else. So getting that endorsement for Mr. Johnson could be very big in this race for governor.
Yeah, Tim, and another big topic we want to talk about, especially here in Greater Lansing, is that GM plants. They're supposed to erect those electric vehicle battery plants, and now state lawmakers and state senators, they have something to say about it, right?
Well, here's what they're trying to do. Look, at the money package is in place, but you have a lot of environmental hoops that you have to jump through, and one of those hoops, a huge one, is down with the EPA in Washington. And so what you're hearing from state lawmakers and members of our congressional delegation is a full court press, even though basketball season is over as far as the Spartans are concerned, but a full court press on the EPA to come across with the permits and the green light to continue with this project. Will it eventually happen? Yes. It's highly unlikely that the Biden administration's EPA would stand in the way of this huge, huge job project right in our back neck of the woods. And so it'll take a little time, but I think they'll eventually get there. And when they do, electric cars will be rolling off the assembly line, and hopefully people will buy them. We'll see.
Yeah, hopefully. A lot to keep our eyes on, Tim. Well, thank you so much as always, and we'll see you next week.
Always fun to be with you. Actually, you won't see me next week, but
okay.
You'll see me shortly thereafter, okay?
Okay, Tim, sounds good. Well, have a good weekend.